Welcome again. This is Brother G coming to you again with another video message. Thank you for stopping by. As you read on the screen right there, it is the topic that we'll be going to dealing with today is Jonah's sorcery or Jonah's magic. So what is Jonah's sorcery or what is Jonah's magic? If you're anywhere in the Western world today, pretty much I would say all over the world right now, you have heard the story of Jonah. So the incredible thing about Jonah's story or his sorcery is we hear this or we read this fantastic story in the Old Testament about this prophet, this particular prophet, as the story is read or the story is written. We don't know. We're going to assume that it was Jonah who wrote that story. And so as we read that story, we have no real background on this Jonah, which is a prophet as we read. And he was sent to Nineveh. And the fantastic part of the story is that when he ran away from the presence of God, which is strange because how can you run away from the presence of God? Anyways, the story says he ran away from the presence of God and he went on a ship. A storm blew, meaning God sent a storm and he sent a whale. And I'm making the story short because we all know the story. You could read it in the Old Testament. And they throw him overboard and this incredible, fantastic whale came and swallowed Jonah. And so as this huge monster, some said it was fish, some say it's a whale, it swallowed Jonah and it took him right at the bottom of the sea, and Jonah was able to stay in the whale and to write and to pray to God, and the whale would carry him to Nineveh and shoot him out under the land of Nineveh. And then another fantastic part of Jonah is he walked through the city of Nineveh and he was preaching 40 days and God will overthrow this city. 40 days. And the story goes that the whole town, the king, everybody, even animals, rat, puss, dogs, everybody was repentant. They went on a national fasting and God preserved their land. So now after all this is packaged in the book of Jonah or the letter of Jonah to subsequent generation, to us, to me, to everybody, my family, the world, the Western culture. It is now revisited in the New Testament where Jesus was talking to the people, the Pharisees, the scribes, and everybody. And when he did one of his magics, the people were saying, they were hoping that the kingdom would just arrive and just pop out of whatever, what he would say, or thin air. So then he goes on to say, the kingdom of heaven is not observable, meaning the kingdom of heaven, you can't observe the kingdom of heaven coming. So that means the kingdom of heaven will pop out of the air. And he said, there will be no sign given to this generation. And then he went on to say, an evil and an adulterous and an evil generation seek it after signs or seek it after sorcery. So everyone, pretty much, even in the churches, literally everyone that I ever speak to, maybe a few and they are hiding, is looking for a sign, a sorcerer's sign, where this man is going to be coming from out of a fish. He's going to be coming from somewhere, from space. I don't know where he's going to be coming from. And he will be coming and this would be the sign. So even though it is written, there will be no sign except the sign of Jonah, everybody is still seeking a sign, seeking a miraculous, a fantastic, a mythological sign for the coming of man. Now, it's almost impossible today to tell anybody, even from the churches, who have been caught in the spider's web, who have been caught in those line fisherman's net, trap, snare, whatever it is, to tell them differently that the sign of Jonah will be repentance. That's basically what it is. The sign of Jonah is really repentance. Whether it's on a national scale, whether it's on a personal scale, the sign of Jonah is basically repentance. If you want to be a part of this sorcery, this magic, which is pretty difficult for living people to do, much less dead people to wake out of the grave and fly in the sky and be with Christ forevermore. It's more impossible than that to be in the sorcery of Jonah. It's to turn from evil, to turn from wickedness, and to do good.